Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. Cory here. Had a snafu, so we're gonna try this recording again. This is the October Witch's Moon box unboxing. And for those of you who have never seen this type of unboxing before, I have videos all over my channel. I started subscribing to this box as of January of this year, 2018. And I really love these boxes, and I love sharing them with you guys. I haven't shared every month on my channel. I've been kind of sporadic in that, so I'm hoping to really get into a rhythm now and be able to actually share them every single month. The problem is that I get a little excited and there have been months where I've just dived into the box in the middle of the day and was like, oh shit, I probably should have recorded that. But it's too late now because I've got everything out and I'm playing with it. So I promise I will try and do better. I did unbox last month and the month before that. Go check them out. This is a monthly subscription box of a whole bunch of yummy witches goodies for you. I will leave all of the information down below. I subscribe to this box. They don't get sent to me. I'm way too small a channel for that, just FYI. However, I just love this stuff and I love sharing it with you guys. And I'll be honest with you, just the Book of Shadows artwork alone is a really, really good deal as far as subscribing to this box. It's worth it. All of it is. But it always comes with a yummy oracle card. I believe that mine from this month is from the Blessed Bee oracle deck, which I have, which is really good. I think I unboxed that on this channel too. And this month's theme is Circle of Magic. Ooh. So really excited about that. It's a Samhain edition. So I don't know if they've done a magic theme before. Obviously, all the boxes have something to do with magic because it's a witch's box. These typically end up coming with candle, at least one candle, anointing oil, incense, some herbs, crystals even, lots and lots of good stuff. So let's pop this bad boy open, and we have right off the top, because we got our Samhain artwork in the last box, we have two pieces of artwork, guys. So we have this gorgeous spell for the ancestors. Okay, so we've got an incantation here, and it looks gorgeous. Very excited about that. Got ingredients and then instructions on what to do. The only kind of bummer is, not necessarily for me, but for anybody else that works with this box. So we do have the rune up here in the corner for, it's an Elderfjord rune, and it translates into inheritance, ancestry, ancestral home, those type of concepts, which is, it's an amazing rune. I actually really love working with this rune, especially in spell work. And it makes sense that it is in a, it's in a spell for ancestry. The only downside is that if you're not of Norse descent, if you don't work with Elderfjord runes, it's kind of a bummer that that's the focus on here. I kind of wish that maybe they had put a section with other symbols that also relate to ancestry, or even left it blank for you to draw in your own ancestral symbol, because this is going to be kind of awkward for, other witches that use this box who aren't of Nordic descent, or who aren't even Anglo-Saxon, like stretching beyond that. Like if you're of Latina heritage and you subscribe to this box, it's kind of, your ancestors might be like, the hell is that? So, I mean, I get it. Most of us probably are European in heritage. But again, if your ancestry is primarily, I don't know, even French, having a Nordic rune is kind of, it's very specific, I feel. Even though, again, it translates to ancestry, since this is a spell for ancestors, I kind of feel like to widen the scope for everybody, there should be a place for folks to put symbols that relate to their own ancestors. So if you did get this box and you kind of feel uncomfortable using the Elder Fjord rune, I would definitely still follow the spell. There doesn't seem to be anything there specific. You know, they're not calling on any, you know, Nordic deities at all whatsoever, because this is, you know, moving forward and connecting with your ancestors. The incantation references the Sun King and the gracious goddess, Immortal Mother. So these are all very generic terms. And then when you grab your candle, you can really carve into it and adorn it with any symbol that means something to you. So I would encourage you to kind of modify this spell and not necessarily go with the Elder Fjord rune if you don't have to. If like you feel like it would be weird for you to use that symbol, or like not authentic, not a connection with your ancestors. This absolutely is a connection to my personal ancestors. I am Norwegian on my father's side, and in fact my patron god's Freyr. So I have a huge connection to the Norse pantheon. I do read Elder Fjord runes. This is absolutely for me. It's just called out that it's very much for me in my demographic. So if that's something that doesn't speak to you in your ancestry, frickin' modify it. Use whatever symbol connects you to your ancestors, if that makes sense. And if you don't have one, make one up. You know, there's something to be said for creating that personal bond and having the freedom to create personal magic as it relates to you specifically. And especially if you create it, you have the blood of your ancestors. It's going to connect you to them, even more so than an older symbol would. So experiment. Don't fear changing it up, or that you feel like you have to use the Elder Fjord rune, I guess is all I'm saying. The next piece of artwork, this is really cool. This is the magical wand. So this goes into like wand lore and wand making. I love this. This is really cool. So it talks about charging, consecrating, just really juicy stuff on here. There's a consecration incantation, and even common inscription. So we have down here an inscription sample, if I can speak tonight, inscription sample from the Greater Key of Solomon. And then as well, we also have a Hebrew inscription for God down here. And then, you know, we've got the elemental symbols here. Just really cool stuff. So a nice piece of Book of Shadows artwork related to witches tools. So nice. Love it when there's like multiple pieces in here. So let's pop this open because it's already like a really long video and I haven't really like knew anything besides the artwork. So let's get this going here. So we have salts as we normally do. Here's their yummy label for this month. Sorry guys, the camera's just, I'm gonna work on getting a new camera because this one's just awful. But the salts that we have here are for, and we've got, again, a lot of like really good stuff in this box. So this is the Alchemical Goddess Sacred Salt. And this is talking about drawing in the power of the crone because we've got Samhain coming up. It's October. It's a month for connecting to your ancestors. It's a month for, you know, connecting with that crone wise woman energy. You know, if we follow the wheel of the year, the goddess is in her crone phase. And just, you know, she's actually also heavily pregnant, getting ready to give birth on Yule. So lots of crone energy coming up. Honestly, I don't know if there's a mixture that I haven't liked so far. So it's kind of like, you know, every time I do these unboxings, you're like, Cory, you always like all of this stuff in there. Like, whatever. But I really, really wish that YouTube had like a scratch and sniff feature for you guys to be able to smell all of this stuff. Because it smells really good. So let's see what's in the sacred salt. So we've got myrrh oils. Sacred salt with frankincense and myrrh oils, as well as lavender, marjoram, chrysanthemum herb. Ooh. And then a special mixture of their own crone anointing oil. So yummy, yummy, yummy stuff. Let's pull out the next thing. So we've got some herbs in here too. And this is Herba Santa. So we have this little baggie. And we do. Let's take a look at this. So we've got, I think we have like a couple herbs in here, but I'm not quite sure. Okay, Yerba Santa leaf. Okay, this is for enlightenment and realization during ritual. So that is really interesting. It also looks like we're supposed to have some other herbs in here as well. But we'll start like just pulling everything out and see what's in here. Got a brown bag. Their bags are always so nice. And some of these, like this one, it's a large enough size that if you work with tarot or oracle cards, you could repurpose them as like card bags. Oh my word. Okay, so, oh, bummer. Okay, so it looks like we have everything for the ancestral spell that you saw on the Book of Shadows artwork. But as you can see here, we already have the symbol painted on here. So I guess you can use this candle, or you could create your own. You could grab an all-purpose white candle and carve symbols into that, or you could just carve additional symbols into this one. It looks like it was painted on, so you might be able to scratch it off, but I don't know if you'd necessarily want to do that. So up to you guys, but we do have the candle for it. We also have mums. So these are, yes, the chrysanthemums or mum flowers, which is often used in protection spells. And it's a seasonal flower for Samhain, which I didn't know. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got a piece of Palo Santo wood, amazing for smudging. And then we have this guy right here, which I'm not quite sure what this guy is. Is this like a, so we placed items inside your brown drawstring bag that are to be used in the honoring of the ancestor spell. So we've got the candle, okay, with the rune, the Palo Santo wood. Okay, so this is double happiness honoring tea. So as you steep this wonderful flowering tea, so I guess this little bud will open up and flower as you steep it. Take time to meditate and connect with the energies of loved ones that have passed. So included in the bud are green tea, 2 chrysanthemum flowers, amaranth globe, and jasmine flowers. So it's got directions in here as well on how to steep, so definitely useful. And of course the spell did reference tea, so everything in your little brown bag is going to be used in conjunction with that spell, which is pretty cool because then you don't have to rush out and get your own ingredients. Very awesome. So I'm going to keep those guys together so I don't lose them or lose track of them. And we'll keep going. So we've also got a red satchel here. And we have, oh my goodness, a crystal. It's amethyst. Let me just see. Let me just make sure. It's called, so we have here the Enlightenment crystal. And it does. It's a amethyst point. And amethyst is an amazing crystal in general. It's an amazing crystal for psychic connection, for psychic protection. It's also considered basically a power stone for addicts because it's said to help support the bearer or wearer in breaking addictions. What they have here, though, is we've included in this collection a large amethyst point to accompany you during ritual. The purpose of this wonderful stone is to allow you to release and let go of anger, frustration, disappointment, and anxiety. And as I mentioned with the breaking addiction, it's a great stone, again, for release, okay? Releasing energies that no longer serve you, as the sheet mentioned, like anger, resentment, fear, in addition to frustration and anxiety, as they mentioned, so that you're able to fully realize your intuitional capabilities. Also, a strong stone of the goddess. This beautiful point is charged with the energy of spiritual power and conviction. So, you know, again, to the point of the box, it's also kind of an energy amplifier as well. So amethyst is an amazing stone to have, and I ain't gonna be mad at another piece of it. Like, you can never have too much amethyst, okay? That's all I'm saying. Okay, so we have, oh my goodness, I don't know what this is. But we have something gorgeous right here. And let's take a look at it. I can open it up. Oh. They bubble wrap their stuff so well. Oh, wow. And so we've got this little, like, brown bag here. You guys, this feels like a wand. Is this a wand? Is this a wand? Oh, my God. You guys, look at this. Holy shiznit. Look at that. That is freaking amazing. And we've got crystal point right here. One of the first tools that I ever made for myself was a crystal wand. And it was just like a wooden dowel, like super basic, cut and then just sanded at the edges. And then, you know, we drilled like a hole in the top big enough for a crystal and hot glued it, right? And at the other end, we glued a marble. It was very basic, and it was perfect for a 15-year-old. I mean, you know, I got to say that I made my own first magic wand, right? So this kind of is bringing back memories a little bit. And I still have that wand, although the crystal point broke off, and I haven't been able to replace it. One day I'll do a video of all of the tools that I've made, and I'll share with you guys. But anyway, I digress. This is fantastic. So what do they say about this? Yep, handcrafted magic wand with sewn sheath. You know, and I love that it comes with its own little bag to stay in, like its own little home. This uniquely crafted wand was created by hand specifically for the witch's moon. Nice. So this was created just for this box. Pretty nifty. And so we have, does it say anything about like the wood? Yes. So it's fashioned from teak wood, embellished with clear quartz point to further amplify the potency of magical energies. Teak wood provides many auspicious energies and blessings. Its water energy has natural healing properties, stimulating prosperous, healthy growth and new opportunities. This is really freaking cool, you guys. So, hey, if you wanted a magic wand, the October box. All right, get that. I don't know if there are any more left, but get on it. All right, so magic wand, freaking awesome. Okay, so let's move on. We've got the anointing oil, and this one is the Queen of Wands. Ooh, magical anointing oil. And the Queen of Wands really represents that creative sort of muses type energy. And that's kind of what I think of when I look at the Queen of Wands, is like the muses, that creative artist, raw energy. And so here we go. Queen of Wands. So this was created for the purpose of intensifying the energy that sits within your sacred tools and objects. So specifically, it looks like the Witch's Moon box wants you to use this to anoint your new wand, which would be perfect. Like the wood would soak this up and it would just, ooh. Okay. So this one also has myrrh. Let's see. What have we got here? We've got sandalwood, myrrh, cinnamon bark, frankincense. Okay. And also included in here is actual like cinnamon pieces, probably cinnamon bark. And then chrysanthemum flower. And also a Lemurian quartz. Like they've been adding crystals to all of their oils. So yummy, yummy stuff. We'll definitely be anointing some tools with this. We've got our incense per usual. Woo! That is intense. So as far as the incense goes, this is Spirit Guides incense. I feel like we might have had this before. Yeah, and it doesn't reference the fragrance, but I feel like we've had this in a previous box. Yeah, because this is really potent. So if you're sensitive to like scents, this one might be a little strong for you. Might be a little strong for me. Okay, and then we've got our candle. So you guys know this always comes with a candle that also includes its own spell. And ooh, this is like a pretty raspberry color here. And so the spell that it's coming with is, so we have as above, so below candle with spell. This is for the purpose of expanding your magical abilities by connecting with the embodiment of universal power. So very cool. And that's the whole point of everything in this box, is like expansion of power. You know, we've got the Queen of Wands, we've got ancestral connection, which when you connect to your ancestral line strengthens your power as well, because you're not just drawing from personal power. We've got the wand, which is an amplifier and energy director. You know, you've got amethyst to also amplify energy. So lots of amplification going on here, you guys. So all over, really good stuff. That should have been the last thing in the box. I'm just going to double check here, because I always hate being that idiot that throws something away. And there we have it. So really good stuff about this one is this is the first time we've had like our own little spell, separate spell, in addition to everything that's curated for the box, which is really cool. And that's that ancestral connection spell. We've got our other spell candle, you know, the theme spell candle, our salts, our anointing oil, our crystal, our incense. And then instead of an altar piece, we have an altar tool with the wand. So, and 2 pieces of artwork, by the way, you know, wand lore and for the spell. So this was a really good one. This was packed with stuff. I think this one might be my favorite behind the, you know, goddess box, which is still freaking amazing, you guys. She stays on my reading altar now because she's just so stunning. But I think this may have beat out for second place the herbal one that we had around Ostara. So amazing, amazing stuff. Again, the information for the subscription box is all below. This is one of the few actual magical witchcraft related boxes. And it is heavily pagan leaning. So if, you know, that doesn't fit into your practice of witchcraft, I mean, you absolutely can still get a lot of use out of what's in the box as far as the ingredients, herbs. What I like about it is it replenishes my magical cabinet every month, and I don't have to go hunt for things. And especially during months where I'm feeling disconnected, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with my practice, the box kind of gives me a direction to go in. So if you're new, if you want to build up your altar tools, if you just want to even collect the Book of Shadows artwork, like I said, it's a pretty solid box for that. You get a lot of bang for your buck. So that was October. I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing. If you've got any questions, let me know. I would love to hear what you thought about this box. If you would give it a big thumbs up, or just kind of like, meh, it was all right. But always interested to know what you guys think. And that is it for this video, lovelies. I hope to catch you in the next one. So make sure that you're subscribed if you're not already. And until then, blessed be.